Holy smokes, that was fast. What is up? What's up, YouTube? It's your boys back again, man. First off, let me apologize for we jump into it. For the two people that probably saw last night's video, we had some weird feedback going on through most of the show. Very strange. I think it was my headset, to be honest. We were just troubleshooting, and I think we may have solved the issue. We are live. We are waiting on the rest of the fellas to join. I haven't got a whole lot of confirmation from everybody. I spoke with Tim Wayne from Austin, Texas today, and he said he would be here. He's probably watching LeBron James get his ass smoked right now. So B Weezy's probably the same. The coach hadn't really spoke to Gamer in a couple of weeks, so not really sure. Hopefully those guys will reach out to us here in a bit. Onyx, maybe message over Xbox Live or text me. I do have my phone right next to me. I could shoot over the link, fellas. I know you got the notification that we are live. I just wanted to jump right into it. Very excited. We had a decent show yesterday, a decent talk, a decent version of our party chat with a few guys missing. So uh, we can definitely talk about some of the stuff we talked about yesterday. I made that video private, and if anybody wants to listen to it, be forewarned. There is some crazy feedback going on with it, but I'm going to check the audio here now while my man Hawkonix hashtag change the gamer tag back goes through his intro. We were just talking. It seems like he's struggling to find something to play with. Approximately what 12 hours to go before we really dive into it. How you feeling? What's going on a Friday?
I'm bored. I don't know. I just can't. I just can't decide what to do. I cannot decide what to do.
What are the
Too many
choices?
options.
How's your community doing on State of Decay?
Well, I mean, what's next?
Are you up to Are you started over, right? Let's talk about it briefly. So you
Yeah, I started
went
over
in,
because I had
went
to.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you talk.
yeah, yeah. I started over. Better grasp on the mechanics. I was real kind of careful this time with my influence spending. Now I got the place that I want. I saved up the 3,500 points to get the place. I've got 8 people now trying to find weapons still. Food and everything is just going along a lot better this time. Everything seems a lot smoother. No plague hearts or anything like that. So I haven't continued the story at all. So that'll be like my next bet. Trying to find weapons still. Food and everything.
What'd you do differently as far as the food?
I just, I didn't. Well, I picked for starts. One of my main people at the beginning is a gardener.
Okay,
So I
from
was
from
able,
the
yeah,
cast of people you can pick from.
yeah. So I was able to get level 2 gardening going on. That's one thing I'm sure. Um, Other than that, I mean, it's not like it
Did you
was
did you go
more
in, did
food
you
this time.
did you move into the shopping center?
Yeah. I saved up to 3,500. Last weekend,
Shopping
and I
center is
got
epic.
I got in there. Like I said, I built the trading post. Since she's my gardener is the one that's the leader, so I'm able to set up a trading post. I haven't
Oh
activated
wow! So
that
she's a
yet.
gardener and she has the leadership perk.
Yeah, the leadership
Is it
for
a leadership
trading.
perk or is it like the ability to speak to people or something like that?
Yeah, it's a leadership deal. Like you got your sheriff. This one's a trader.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with
So,
you. You're
so I
making me
think
want to crank it up, man. It is my game of the year, by the way. This far,
this far.
but I haven't been able to play. Work's been crazy. This last week and a half, we're almost done. I'd say we'll go even kill on Thursday of next week. I think we'll be moving along smooth, and then I can play some more during the week for crying out loud. So, um,
It is funner
yeah.
with the
So you
crew.
you started over. You got 8 survivors now. Any more patches? I mean, I've been totally not touching any games this week. I
Not
know
that
they
I've
released a
noticed.
patch last week, and it really helped us. We not so many cars, flying through the air.
Oh yeah, I've got a couple clips of that. Yeah, I saved a couple of those. It was just they're hysterical. But yeah, no, last weekend when we were together, it was a lot smoother than it was before.
I
Um,
really don't understand why that game is getting so much hate. Like a lot. Like really, really. I've had this much fun since I don't know. I can't remember. I can't even remember. Well, I guess Sea of Thieves. That first couple of nights we were, for not the first couple of nights, but the first couple of times we played together. That
yeah,
was that
yeah,
was pretty epic.
it's getting there too. It's still gonna go some growing. They just released the Hungering Deep last week. Last week. Mm,
Do we know when that ends? Do we have
isn't this
time?
way? Oh, it's either I think it ends. I mean, the video I saw was a couple days ago, and he said like it's got a week left or something like that. So
Oh no.
it's very quick to hunt down the megalodon, which is huge, by the way. And when you do it with other ships too, it's like you kind of it's like you need to group up with other. You're not grouping up; it's just meeting there. Got to solve the riddles.
Stockpile.
Yeah,
Stockpile planks and lots of cannonballs.
planks, cannonballs. I haven't watched any videos of a sleep attempting to do so, but I bet that
The
shark could just
salute.
just eat that ship alive.
So is are they considering that a raid? I know you were speaking about last night. What's the gentleman's name you told me about?
Oh,
Burke.
Burke
Is
Black.
is he a fan of the box? Not me.
He is a fan of the PC because he's a streamer. He's a full time streamer, so of course, you got to
PC
do it on
only.
there. Yeah, yeah. Unless things like Detroit. That's what you call it, PlayStation exclusive. But a lot of the Xbox exclusives, Sea of Thieves included, is on the PC because of that cross play or whatever, play anywhere or something.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, they did all
The
that. So I think pretty soon it's going to be like the weekly rewards or weekly goals or something like that until the next update comes out, which is supposed to be a lot bigger than the Hungering Deep, and then so on and so forth.
what are we thinking? What are we thinking? What's next? We were kind of throwing some ideas at each other. What are
Oh
we gonna
man,
see here?
they announced I can't remember the name of it though. For Sea of
I'm looking
Thieves.
for some solid dates on the Hunger and Deep right now. I'm doing it from the laptop, which is probably not the smartest thing to do. Tim Wayne,
The Hungry
where are
Deep.
you, man? LeBron James is losing. Gamer. LeBron James is done. The LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers are over. It's a wrap. Coach, you know better. You know it's not happening. Um, and look at me throwing shade at the NBA. I'm not seeing it right now. I'm looking at Polygon, see if they got some dates here. Even still, I think we got to get it done. I'm wondering though, do you have to play the music to summon it? I mean, it makes sense, right? Sharks
Yeah,
are attracted to noise. You
yeah.
know,
It's like a whole. It's not like you just roll up and do stuff. You gotta like go to one place, talk to this dude, like solve a riddle, go to another place, talk to another dude, and you gotta find different things, and then you're able to go to where the megalodon is to summon it. It's
so
like the
many
whole thing.
choices.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing you gotta go through just to do it.
Mm, mm, mm.
But that's fine. I still like it. I still like it. It's
We need a
fun.
crew. We need a crew.
Mhm.
We need a crew. So, any news while you're at work today? Come across the feed, the good old iPhone.
Man, I'm trying to, I've watched a couple of things of the No, and
Oh God.
yeah, now I'm kind of
Oh God.
avoiding things because the Hitman trailer, That leaked. Just Cause 4, that was spoiled to me a few minutes ago. So I'm just like, I don't want to see any trailers, any pictures. I want to save it all for the show. So I'm kind of surprised, during the
Yeah.
shows. I
Yeah.
did see that, yes, they will be talking about Crackdown 3 at Microsoft show,
Hmm.
during the Microsoft show. It is pushed back to February. Confirmed.
February. It's not too bad, but I mean,
It's
the
what
rumor mill is they've got some stuff brewing. I heard the people that I can't remember, forgive me, the studio name that does. Now I'm having a brain fart here. The other survival game. The
Fallout
survival
or
game, not
Bethesda.
Fallout.
Oh,
No, no, no,
uh,
no, no, no.
well,
The game that PUBG's made from, modded from.
Fortnite, kind of.
No, no,
Oh
no.
no.
Modded from.
Oh,
Is it
H1
DayZ?
H1Z1.
There you go. The rumor mill is that they're doing something exclusive for Microsoft, and it's supposed to be announced um, here pretty soon. Also, Bethesda rumor mill is doing something exclusive for Microsoft. Could this be the game that we were speaking about last night, the Fallout in space game?
Oh man, that would be too big. That'd be too big for
No,
an
but why
exclusive.
not?
Because
But, but
because
but why not?
because it's Bethesda.
Why not?
Because it's Bethesda. They're not going to be like that. They're like, nah. They want
Well, I
money
mean,
from
isn't it
everybody.
Skyrim or what's
Mm-mm.
Meduli? Don't they
I
have
mean,
an exclusive
Skyrim.
VR game over there for that for the
PlayStation VR, but I don't think any serious VR player is actually using PlayStation VR to play that.
I mean, they brag about it, man. That's that's a star on their
Yeah.
chest. You run it out there and talk about it. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I thought it was cool when you shared the video with Oculus Rift of him. What was that video you shared with me? What were they playing? Elite Dangerous? Was it Elite Dangerous?
Elite could be
The first
one.
time we really saw the guy sitting in the cockpit and looking up and down. That was pretty crazy. But
Or a
like
star. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably Elite. If it was space. Yeah, probably that or not. It could have been Star Citizen, maybe, but I don't know. Elite for
I
sure.
don't know. Or have you ever considered buying one? Every
No,
time I go
never.
somewhere, those
Mm-mm.
things are like upwards of 130 might have been the cheapest I saw, and I just can't. You know,
No,
I don't know, man.
I think with that you get what you pay for too. I think resolution's a thing. There's just like the technology you got to look into it to make sure you get what you want before you
I
make
mean,
that plunge. But
are you really sitting in your living room with a Galaxy S8 on your face, built into a PlayStation headset? I mean,
I mean, not
that's what
not
I.
that low. No, you'd have to go 400, $500, to get a really good experience. Uh, but no, I've never considered it, and I will. I will. I just. It's. I don't know. It's no. Besides the
One of
fact
us
that it's
has to get
another.
it.
Well,
One
it's
of
not
us
gonna be
has
me.
to
Okay,
purchase
I
it.
got the One X. I'm happy with it.
Maybe I'll track one down here pretty soon for the cheap.
I've got to lift my
Um,
truck up first.
oh, getting it lifted.
The
How many
front end,
inches?
yeah, getting a little
God
level
damn
on
it, we live in Texas, driving a rig. Um, man, I don't know. There's so much that I want to talk about that that I kind of don't want to ruin. You know, we you you we ended the show talking about Star Citizen, but I think you wanted to talk about Square Enix show. What they had
Yeah, so
lined up.
apparently, Just Cause 4 might be a thing. And that'll be on that show. Obviously, they're gonna have the new Tomb Raider, which we know is, I think, well, damn, I forgot the name of it. Riot? No, 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 that's the one I have. But anyway, there's new Tomb Raider. We already know that. Square Enix is they do Deus Ex, but I don't know
Are
if
we seeing are we seeing another one, you think?
I
And that this last one performed poorly, you know. I think there were some issues with it, like a cut scene when you went to take someone out. When you went to do a takedown, the screen went black briefly. But I still like, graphically that game. I think a lot of people don't realize how good looking that game is graphically,
yeah, I mean it's
and
a
I don't
smooth,
even know if
yeah.
it's enhanced or not. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
I
That's it.
still
Yeah.
haven't played Rise of the Tomb Raider. I know it's in the past. Um, do
Yeah, I
we see another
downloaded it.
Final Fantasy? I
No,
don't know
maybe
how well.
it'd be addition to the 19. I mean, not sorry, not 19. What the hell am I thinking? The 15.
Hmm.
But man, I don't. I mean, or they. I don't know if we still don't have any hardcore evidence on 7 being remade or who's doing it or
Yeah,
what. Just
yeah.
I mean,
What about Near Automata? Are you interested if in that game if we get it on this side here?
that'd
A
be
kind
pretty.
of
I
action
heard it was
slasher, PlayStation 4,
difficult too.
timed exclusive.
I heard that could be really difficult too. I like them. I like those hard ones.
Oh yeah, you are the
Mm.
the Dark Souls. So so then you're interested in the Sony game then, right? Bloodborne. Did you play Bloodborne?
Yes,
The
I did.
first one?
Hmm,
You
hmm,
did
hmm,
own
hmm.
that. Do you still
Yeah,
own that?
still on that. Yeah,
Graphically,
still on that.
is that
Graphically, it's good.
is it impressive?
I mean,
Is it worth $9 if I see it at a pawn shop tomorrow?
oh, beyond that, yeah, yeah. I mean, graphics is, of course. I mean, it's dark and stuff. I mean, it's not, but it's the challenge. It's
Dark
just
Souls or harder?
the same, practically,
The
to
same.
me. Yeah.
So I'm not a big proponent of using the triggers to swing my weapon. Use the melee. Is this what's going on here?
It would be like, for an example, right bumper would be light attack, right trigger would be heavy attack,
Oh man.
rolling and stuff.
Oh my goodness.
You totally get used to it though.
what happened to the buttons?
The buttons
What's
like B is roll, and then you got to do the interact with things, open up the chest.
Mm. All right, so I'm actually I'm jumping on Square Enix webpage here. I just want to kind of glance and see if there's some telltale things going on. Obviously, we got Just Cause 4. Maybe I need to really buy that game. I know you and JB played that game quite a bit.
Dude, explosions. I mean, that's what you go there for. Like, I want to take this out. Yeah, boom. Yeah.
So wait, so mercenary style? Like
Oh,
seriously?
mercenaries. We can level buildings, and just cause. I mean, only if it's red, so to speak. You know,
Mm,
gas tanks, bridges. You can take out.
hmm.
A bunch of things, but not really the buildings. Like I remember mercenaries. I figure you could level the whole thing. But if there's a new one coming out, I mean, I bet it would be multiplayer this time or co-op
Yeah.
because that's what's missing from it. It'd be so fun to tear it up and just
Isn't there some type of leaderboard for the most like explosions and for the wingsuit and
yeah, wingsuit fly times like races, helicopter races, wingsuit races, vehicle races. I believe. Expl- there's different rewards on the that pop up. I think on the upper right hand side of the screen. It's like who fell the
yeah?
furthest or who ragdolled the furthest. It's just things like that.
I mean, for $9 for the complete game, man, that doesn't sound too bad. I know I'm sounding like I'm being cheap, but it's like if you saw my backlog, you'd be like, you didn't need to buy shit else. Like Jesus. So I'm looking in Final Fantasy. I own that. I think it's still in the damn plastic. Kingdom Hearts series. Oh, that was another one. Could we get the other? What was it? Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 or 1.5 or something like that.
I thought
Did you
what
play any of those
man, maybe like one, and I can
back
only
in the
remember
day?
whatever year that was. Yeah.
All right, and then I got really close to buying Life is Strange when we found that Gears controller last weekend. But Shamari wanted a Just Dance game. I know people talk about those playing like Telltale games, or Detroit Become Human esque type game.
That one was really good. I didn't play it, but I watched a complete one, and that was like deep. I was like, it was like watching a TV show, that just like hooked you in. I was
Like what? What's the 12 Reasons? Like that type of show.
a show
The
that you
Netflix.
give, like you would just, if you started episode one and you're like, whoa, what the hell? And then you watched all 12, in a row, that kind of shit, like where you just glued to it.
All right, so I'm looking at Square Enix, right? And so we
Hmm.
got out of what I'm seeing here, for sure we get another Tomb Raider. For sure we get another Just Cause. Maybe another Life is Strange. We know we're getting the Kingdom Hearts. There's gameplay out there.
Oh,
But
Hitman. Square
Hitman,
Enix, yeah.
yeah.
Season two,
Um,
or number two.
let me see something here. Let's go to Wiki and see what we've had in the past and see if they can surprise us with something. Um, what do you think? Is there anything that we're missing that we could get something new to, something that we haven't seen besides the main games? Something that we could say, we called it here. You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here first. Um, you know, Battle
We know
Royale
the
is the
remake
thing
is
now.
coming.
Yeah, the remake. Battle Royale is the thing that's happening now.
They're killing me with it, man. I'm going crazy.
Oh, what's it
Siobhan's
called?
asking for a battle pass every freaking however many 6 weeks it is or whatever crazy it is.
It's like 50 something days. It's a couple months, like 2 months, I think.
Yeah. Please, no. No, no, no. No more. No more. No more. Just no more. I can't do it. I'm
I do
looking
that. I
for
do that for my low.
games.
Now, my game that I want to work had an update the other day. It didn't really fix my biggest issue, but it is kind of better, and that's Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Kingdom Come. What is that? Oh, that game. Yeah.
I still look. I was like, "Where's the updates?" They're on 1.5 now, and I'm just like, "Man, it's not. This ain't right for the X. I mean, come on, it's better, but
But
not
it's still not.
like everything else in the world looks better than." And it's like it goes in 4K, and I'm calling well, that's bullshit. I mean, sure, it could look 4K, but if you're looking at the castle wall and it's like faded 4K, it's
Mm.
not like you can't see the stone. It's not detailed at all.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
gotta be irritating. How
Oh,
far? I mean, that game was getting some flack for like not having black people in it or something like that, right? I'm
yeah,
black,
like
by the way, so I
yeah.
can don't YouTube don't react in a negative way. Jesus. Um, but
Yeah,
it did look good. ACG said it. It was impressive. So
yeah, the story and stuff, and
graphically,
I'm just waiting until it gets. It's playable. It's playable, but it kind of just disturbs me a little bit the way it looks, and you can still see some of the pop in, like the baker dude. I can't remember what he is, but his hat, like it goes once you start walking close to it, go. There's his hat, and then you walk further away, dude, it's gone. it pops back
Oh
in.
no, it's popping in and out
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Oh my god,
That's what I did. I just loaded up and I tested it out. And I'm like, nope, not ready yet.
not ready yet. How many hours have you logged?
Oh, where did I find that out? Probably somewhere here. Hold on a second. I will manage game. Nah, that's probably not it, is it? I have no idea. I mean, I'd say at least 8.
8 hours, not bad.
Yeah, 8 to 9. I mean, I went nuts on it. I was like, man, this is cool because it's like real and deep.
So I've got this list pulled up, and I gotta ask you: did you play Blue Dragon? I know it's made by the same guy that does Dragon Ball Z, right?
Oh, no, that was a long time ago. No, I have not played
Okay.
that. I still
I'm
see
not
it.
seeing I'm not seeing a lot here, from Square Enix besides what we've seen in the past. Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest. I mean, I've heard rumors of there being a new Dragon Quest game. So, Star Ocean.
Yeah, but don't they have one coming out for Nintendo? I thought the next one was Nintendo or mobile, something like that.
I'm just scrolling through them. Why Soul Eater sounds so familiar? Infinite Undiscovery. I did purchase that in anticipation that would be backwards compatible.
I saw Lost Odyssey is backwards compatible.
Yes, yes. The Last Remnant, that is another one that I own.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
Mm,
Rage is backward compatible, but it's like $8 at best.
oh, you can get that from GameStop for $2.99.
Whatchamacallit? I just noticed today that Red Dead Redemption is X enhanced.
Oh my God, many ninjas.
Oh, Mini Ninjas. I remember that.
They did mini ninjas. That was a great game. Please make that backwards compatible. Jesus. I'm just looking here. Not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot that I'm familiar with. And they when is their show, Onyx? Supreme Commander.
Square Enix, I think, is on
A
Monday.
that's a gamer. That's a gamer game. He likes those Supreme Commander games. Just Cause 2 Near. The first Near game was actually on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. So one would only assume that we would get Automata on this side here eventually. Kane and Lynch. How about that?
I'm still heartbroken from that work that we did, and I just left the game. And
You left the game.
I didn't get my
We
achievement.
were right there.
We completed it, and I didn't save it or something. I hit the home button and said, I'm tired, I'm out. And then next thing I didn't get the achievement. And I was like, what the fuck? It's like, nah. Nah.
My man Hawk is speaking about finishing Kane and Lynch. Back then we were kind of pressed and looking for something to play cooperative, and here comes Kane and Lynch. So, what the hell? We got it on there.
Yeah. It was
put
the
it on
most
the hardest difficulty.
Yeah,
and kind of started going through the game, man. It was definitely a challenge. I don't know how much fun we had playing it, but
we both got tired of it at the end. We were just like, this is excruciating.
we have to do it. Oh, it's impossible.
It's impossible. Yeah.
I'm disappointed. No Crackdown. Disappointed. No Borderlands. It's 2 games that I was anticipating. That we know.
So Borderlands isn't doing stuff?
No, I mean I think we covered that a couple of weeks ago. It's being pushed back. I mean, I think a lot of that has to do with Rage too. So we're seeing that push back. and it kind of sucks, but it is
You
what
know,
it is.
I saw a thing for Rage 2, and I know it's not the same thing, but uh, kind of like the gameplay look of Rage 2.
Hmm.
Um, man, like years ago, man, like I'm thinking maybe 3 years or so. There was a game that looked like that. It was like a massive multiplayer thing, and I can't remember, but it's like the Mad Max. This was like desert, and it was just like 20 versus 20 or something like that with vehicles and everything. But I don't think it ever came out, or it just got forgotten, and I had no idea it was. But when I saw the little trailer to Rage 2, I was like, that reminded me of it instantly. I was like, man, is that it finally, or is this something else totally different?
Hmm.
I like war. I like war against other people. I like
We definitely enjoy war and dominating. Um, I'm looking at Dungeon Siege. Did we play that? That was made by Obsidian and Square Enix. Is
no, we
that the
didn't.
like the top scrolling?
If you want a top scroll experience, okay, it's gonna the best one that the Xbox has got to be Divinity Original Sin. And now the second one is on here too, but only the first part of it.
I think I'll come to an end here.
But Divinity Original Sin 2
Risen,
is
Risen
awesome.
two, Risen two sounds familiar.
Isn't that
Mini
those games? They're
Ninja
so bad.
Adventures. Um. So man, maybe. Oh, they did Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah.
Maybe
That was.
another
I think that
Sleeping
was.
Dog. Maybe Dragon
Yeah.
Quest. So I mean, there's not a whole lot, that sticks out besides what we know about already with them.
Yeah.
They had a part in Call of Duty Ghosts, allegedly Diablo 3, a piece. Mm, or people are just putting this stuff on him at random, but I'm in the wiki looking at it. Maybe another Life is Strange. I could foresee that, but nothing. Um, I don't see anything that we could, a major title that they have that we can say, oh God, this is a possibility. They haven't done one of these in a long time, unless they're gonna run Kane and Lynch out there.
Kane and Lynch are dead. They're old.
They were very old in that last game, so I mean, I'm not seeing anything there. Maybe I need to pick up Life is Strange to see what it's about. Um, you know, we know about the remake, Final Fantasy remake, the new Tomb Raider, Hitman, Just Cause 4. So I mean, pretty solid. And they're gonna do stuff for DS and Nintendo, the other platforms. So I mean, as far as myself, I don't really see anything a day one purchase for me outside of the remake and probably that Tomb Raider, man. I don't know. I slept on that first Tomb Raider and then I enjoyed it so much. The first Tomb Raider
The
that we
first one,
had
yeah.
this gen. So
Hmm.
maybe it's something to look forward to. So we got Square Enix doing a conference. Let's go over to, what do you think? Want to do Bethesda?
Yeah. I can't. I just. I wish it was tomorrow.
No, so think about what we saw last year. Their E3 presentation, and they had a part of their theme park closed off.
Which one?
So the Bethesda show from last year, remember that?
Oh,
It
that's
was
right. Yeah.
they really didn't talk that much. They just showed this kind of theme park kind of show, and then each part of the theme park was like a specific game, and so they would get to that part and then talk about it a little bit. But there was a part that was a work in progress. Um, what's that game? What's the code name for that game we were talking about?
Star. I think it's Starfall, Starforge, Star. No, not Starforge. projects let Bethesda check you out. Yeah. Starfield.
It's just exclusive to Microsoft.
No, negative. There's no way. There's no way.
What if they lock the deal down, man? We're talking about $1 billion company, man.
But they want money from everybody.
Bethesda's 2018 Fallout-like space RPG, Starfield. What we know.
Nothing. We don't know anything. All I know is if Todd Howard walks out on that stage during that show, everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, then oh man.
Maybe I need to check my Twitter and see where he is, see what he posted. What do you think Bethesda's second mystery project could be? Is it Rage though? Like, come on, like.
No, because I thought isn't that developed by id software? Well, the first one was. I don't know. I haven't checked on the second one at all.
So we've got from them Fallout 4, Skyrim Remastered. We got Prey, which I own and still want to play. Dishonored, which you like that game a lot, right?
Yeah.
Rage 2 is coming. So right now we only know about Rage 2, and they're doing a whole conference.
They're doing a conference. I mean, last year was a conference, but it was a major disappointment. So maybe this year they got more. I mean,
they can't just talk about Rage 2, Hawkonix. Come on now.
No, I know. So they're going to talk about Rage 2, Fallout 76, hopefully, and then the new project as well, hopefully. But man, that's a lot from them. That's a lot coming from them. Three
games?
Three. That's a lot coming from them. That's a lot. And the Elder Scrolls Online, I don't know if they'll be a part of Bethesda or Xbox or PlayStation, but I'm sure they'll be there doing something. But I think 3 games is a lot.
You don't foresee anything else?
Dishonored's done. I'm sure of it.
It just didn't do well enough, or
I'm sure it did fine. It's just that probably there's nothing further to go on.
But they had the death of, what was that? The death of something, the DLC that released not too long ago.
I haven't played that DLC. I have not done that.
Okay. Well, we're leaving it at 3. No more Evil Withins. No more Wolfenstein. Do we see a Quake game this year?
I mean, that's a very good possibility too, because that hasn't come out yet, I don't believe. And they talked about it last year, didn't they?
They talked about the championships.
The championships, so yeah, that's a really good possibility there.
Dallas, Texas, everyone. Okay, so Project Starfield, my man Hawk believes that it's not going to be exclusive to Microsoft. Microsoft desperately needs some exclusive. You let the mainstream media tell you, because State of Decay 2 is not that great of a game. Let me tell you. Come on now, people. Let's be for real. So let's go over to EA and see what we have here. Anticipating
Anthem.
Welcome. What up, man?
I'm upset.
I thought you had fell asleep, bruh. Yeah.
No, I'm angry.
I told you not to watch that, man. I told you, man.
Listen. This isn't even about me having a favorite player or favorite teams or anything like that. It's just the level of sheer competition. This is why, to me, football in America will forever be king. The more you know.
Football. You mean
You're
soccer?
killing me with the notifications, though. Your phone, bro. Every time.
I mean, hey, man.
It is. It,
It's funny.
it, it is what it is, man. And this is off topic, totally in our on our gaming show. But in order for him to win, he's gonna have to take a pay cut and go join a team that can do it. That's all there is to it, man.
Come on down to Texas, LeBron, and get some of that good old tax free money.
Anyway, man, what's up, man? How you feeling? How's life treating you outside of that?
Uh, I've been playing Fight Night. I started Fight Night last night.
Hmm.
Uh, I've been playing the campaign mode. Uh,
Okay.
one of the better story modes, and an actual sports title. Um, we haven't seen that in a long time. I think FIFA was pretty good. NBA 2K, their story modes are trash. Um, so yeah, I mean, I started on that. Um, so yeah, that's what I've been playing, man.
It's great because we talked about Square Enix, we talked about Bethesda, and you came in right as we were starting to talk about EA. So we're kind of going through it, kind of looking, kind of talking just a little bit. I talked earlier about yesterday's video and how we had like a funky feedback from what I think is my headset from my microphone. So I made that video private, and people can tweet at us and ask us to share the video if they want to go back and see it. It's up to them. Um, but we're on EA,
Okay.
and we're kind of just just chatting like we normally do about what we could possibly see. We haven't really talked about the big conferences, the Sony's, the Microsoft, the Nintendo. We're just kind of going through the publishers, and kind of they have their own individual shows, and we're just kind of throwing some thoughts around there. I'm kind of pushing for crazy games that something that we wouldn't have thought would be coming.
Oh,
And right now,
I got a
up
title.
up until this point, we're kind of like, yeah, that's pretty much what we're gonna see. So, I mean, we're on EA right now, so I mean, you can outside of what we know coming. Anthem's coming. We know we're gonna get the Madden. We know we're gonna get the Battlefield. We know we're gonna get the FIFA. We
Anthem's
know we're gonna get
2019.
the NBA Live, the UFC. I personally think Need for Speed is done. It didn't do that well this year, so no more Need for Speed games. So outside of that, what do you guys think is coming from EA?
What do I think is coming? Do you want a crazy prediction, or do you want like
No, I mean
a
whatever,
realistic?
whatever's on your heart, whatever's on your mind. We're trying to. Uh, I'm trying to say, listen, you heard it here first on Party Chat Podcast. My
Listen,
man Hawkonix called it. My man Tim Lane called it. My man Coach called it. You heard it here first. Gamer Son, if he would ever freaking show up, he called it.
okay, so my crazy prediction for EA, they need to bring back they need to bring back the EA Sports big titles, which would be NBA Street, NFL Street, FIFA Street. And if you want to throw a even crazier title out there, they need to bring back Def Jam Vendetta.
I was thinking that the other day, but before I get into my thought, is EA big? Is that like officially closed and been, that those people have been branched out throughout EA Sports?
No, the EA Sports big, uh, uh, like I guess their department is up. It's still running. I mean, they don't really focus on. I guess their branding
Individual
isn't
games,
there.
or are
Yeah, like
they
individual
just
games, but
support?
they're there. Yeah, they're there. They're not. They're. Hey, man, those guys are there and they work hard. So
Mm.
it's possible. I mean, I would like to see it. My thing is this: everybody's dipping into the retro gaming, bringing back these older titles, bringing back and remaking these older titles, making prequels. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is a what 13-year-old game. Yeah, I think it's like 13 years old, and they're
We
bringing
haven't
back
got to
this
them yet.
game. Yeah, that's a prequel. The second title is a prequel. Red Dead 2, a prequel. It's been what 8 years since that game came out. 6 years maybe. Like EA can do it too. They can do it, and they can do it with games that people played. I mean, I remember as a kid going to people's houses, and they would have these titles, in their possession. Not only with the normal titles, the big hits that we all know, the NCAA footballs, God rest his soul, the Maddens, the FIFAs, and etc. So, I mean, why not
Do we
take a
see
shot?
Onyx a Medal of Honor possibly?
I would think.
Or how about a Battlefield Bad Company? I know a lot of people in the community that like that game. I never personally got to finish it, or really really got into it. But they say it was fun. It was funny.
I don't know. I would think if anything surprising came out of EA, maybe it would be Star Wars related.
Are we? Damn! Even after the debacle.
They've got the license for 10 years.
Yeah,
But didn't they stop production on that one game that wasn't? I mean, it was like a story driven game, and we know
Star
BioWare
Wars
is working.
1313.
Yeah, and we know BioWare, they're working on Anthem. So who's left to work on a Star Wars game?
mm-hmm. I don't know. It'll
Dice.
be interesting.
Did they
Dice could
did
do
they
it.
Right? Yeah.
did Dice? But
Dice
don't
could
they have
do it.
Battlefield?
So they could do it. I
Do
think
we
they
see
could
a
do it.
Dead Space?
That's not happening. That's not happening. I wish, but I don't think that's happening.
You think EA Big would go, but we would see some of those street titles before a Dead Space?
Yes, I would bet
E-
100
even with
Microsoft
even with
points on
the
that.
even with the success of a Way Out, you think that the way out bringing back that co-op experience, and the last Dead Space being cooperative, there's no chance we'll see that.
I don't think so.
How about
Uh,
Mercenaries from EA Pandemic?
I think
Any
that's dead.
dead? Well, that's so
Dead.
sad. So sad. It's such a good game, man.
It was not a
Think
bad game
think
at all, but
think Mercenaries mixed with Wildlands. Come on.
that
Would
would
that
be
not be
dope.
a fucking epic game?
It would be dope, but I don't think that's gonna happen, man. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Let me see if I can pull up the wiki here. Like I did. Come on, Onyx. Get those wheels turning. I heard you just crack your adult beverage. Anything coming to mind?
No, nothing more coming to mind.
Do
Nothing.
we see Jade Empire come from EA? Wasn't that BioWare? How about
Yes, it was a Bioware.
there was a rumor mill about the Knights of the Old Republic remaster.
I
What
mean,
was that?
It's got the X1 enhancements, but
I'm cool with
do
that.
we see are we good, or do we see
I'm cool. I'm cool with
some?
a Knights of the Old Republic remastered.
All right,
Yeah, one and two
so
though, both. I want both at the same time. I want them
combo
together.
pack.
Yeah, together.
Holy man, EA's got some titles. Oh, do we see a new Fight Night because of the latest backwards compatibility update.
If they don't put Floyd Mayweather in it, it's not worth it. They
Oh, they did the
have to.
God. They did the Godfather.
Floyd
Yeah.
Wow.
Mayweather, the highest paid athlete in the
I would. I would.
world.
I would. I would love to see another Def Jam, but done properly.
Yeah. Def Jam Icon sucked. Yeah, I'm talking about Def Jam Fight for New York, Def Jam Vendetta. Like those titles
It should
were
never
great.
existed.
How about
You
Army of
sound like
Two?
a hater.
Army of Two.
No.
Army. No.
Army of Four.
Army of Four. I
Cover
will
all the
play
bases.
that. Let's see here. I don't see much. Dragon Age. We see a new Dragon Age
Man,
game this year.
no.
I think that'll be in the next couple of years. I don't think we're gonna see that just now. It's still too early. Dragon Age has been out for what 2.5 years. It was a damn good game. It was Game of the Year when it did drop. But I don't think we're gonna see that this early. You know, they take a while to plan out these Dragon Age games. I don't like.
If they show something, it would be a teaser, like a 30-second teaser, and that's it. It'd be like, we'll see you in 2 years. Gameplay next year, release date a year after that.
Yep.
I'm not
Because that's BioWare
seeing.
also, isn't it? I mean, EA is going to show maybe some new expansion to the Old Republic, probably.
And it's gonna be
That
free.
that really needs to come to Xbox. I mean, if these other PC games are doing it, I mean, for crying out loud.
That'd be so cool, man. Because Elder Scrolls is the only good one that we have. Uh, yeah, that would be cool.
All right. So I mean, nothing spectacular we see there. How about Ubisoft?
Man, they
You know,
I'm
you know
looking
what we're
forward to
finna
that
get
one.
from Ubisoft.
Huh?
You
Beyond Good
know
and
what we're
Evil.
finna get from Ubisoft.
Well,
Yep.
I know about the Ass Creed, but um,
Like what
Whoa!
else? So there's two there.
Listen. This last Assassin's Creed was not bad at all.
no,
Mm-mm.
I'm not saying it was. I mean, it's just it's becoming predictable. So what new do we see? I
There,
mean, we're
yeah,
getting.
there's nothing more predictable at an Ubisoft show than Just Dance. That's guaranteed.
Oh,
Every year they're gonna do a
oh.
big old dance and stuff, and then there it is. 2019, yeah.
They do one every year. It's like what's the kid music? They take all the popular songs
Oh,
and
Kids
turn
Bop.
them. There you go.
Kids Bob.
There you go. Every time. So we'll get the new Assassin's Creed. We'll see Sam Fisher, I think, this year, which has been
That
leaked.
that would be instant for me. There's no doubt there.
But outside of that, the Division, some Far Cry, a DLC. Do we see a Prince of Persia, people?
No.
Oh, that would be dope, but I don't think we're gonna get it.
How about Hawk or In War? Remember those games? We'll
Yeah,
see
but
Ooh.
something Raven Rabbits.
I mean they're gonna do probably like a whole match, probably of Skull and Bones.
That's been pushed, sir.
Yeah, but they're gonna
Right
show
after
it. They're gonna show what they're doing.
Ubisoft was smart. They said, "Hey, let's let Rare put that Sea of Thieves game out first and see how the community reacts before we release our shit."
They're two totally different games though.
But are they really though?
Yeah, because Skull and Bones is like team versus team,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like a campaign in there too. But the gist of it
Okay,
is team versus team.
I was just about to say. So we're talking like Black Ops 4 team. That's all you can do in this game is just ride around and blow each other up.
No, but they can't. They
Multiplayer.
pushed it back for I think like adding shit to the campaign or something like that. Or doing something with it. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a campaign by yourself, But the main
Mm-hmm.
thing, it's like Battlefield. The main thing is team versus team. You know, that was the
Team
main thing.
deathmatch.
Yeah, team deathmatch. But Sea of Thieves, we know, is not team deathmatch. It's a sandbox.
So is it gonna work? It's called 11s when it comes
Man,
out
it'll be fun for a
because
little bit. That's all it will
It
be.
could.
It'll be fun
what
for a little bit.
what was a game that I thought that I was gonna love that I played it and was like, man, what is this shit? Um, For
Madden?
Honor,
Oh, For Honor. Oh,
Oh, wow.
I liked For Honor.
That game had a lot of hype.
a lot. I was like big when they
Super hype.
announced it at E3. I was like, oh my god,
The
look at this
combat,
game.
the combat in For Honor, where you gotta like block a certain way or something like that, and attack a certain way. That's what combat is like in Kingdom Come.
Oh, Onyx.
Yeah, but no, it's good, and it gets better and better as your player gets better and better as you go into it. It's like a slower
Hmm.
combat system, but it's actually it gets. I've heard it gets better and better. The more shit that you know, the stronger you get. It's like one of those games where like you shoot a bow and arrow for the first time and it goes straight, it's like straight into the ground until your dude learns, what the hell he's doing.
So man, I mean, I'm not. Wow, man. Um, that's man. I don't
Now,
know, brother.
one thing we don't know is which show Cyberpunk 2077 is going to show up on.
Yeah. There's a rumor floating out there that it's going to be the last game shown on the Microsoft stage.
Why?
Then all
Why
the power to
wouldn't?
them.
Why? Why would we not know? Is it supposed to be a console exclusive?
No,
No,
it's no
it's
exclusive,
a multi-plat.
and it's just one. It's one development team doing one game, so they're not going to have a show of their own. Uh, I can't remember last year they showed the trailer. I thought, but I can't remember
That's a
whose
Ubisoft
stage.
game, so we'll see it
No,
on that
no, what?
stage too.
What? What's the Ubisoft game?
Isn't that the evil, what is it called again?
Well, Beyond Good and Evil is Ubisoft. Yeah, so we'll see that on that
Yeah.
one. Yeah, but
Which one are you?
Cyberpunk
Oh, no,
2077.
no, 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 no. Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
CD Project Red. Yeah, the Witcher
The
guys.
Witcher, yeah. Yeah. So I'm looking at this Saturday, June 9th is at EA is at
1 for us.
2 p.m.
Look at
Eastern
that time zone.
Standard, 7. They
So
don't have
1 o'clock
Central on.
us. It's 1 o'clock for us.
Yeah. Oh, we got to be home by 1.
Yeah, you're gonna be at HEB is
Uh,
where you're gonna be. Both days. You're going
no,
Saturday and Sunday. I'll put
no,
money on Tim. You heard it. You heard it here, folks. TJ's
no,
gonna
no,
be
no,
at
no.
HEB during the Xbox show.
We'll have a company picnic, sir, on
Oh yeah.
Saturday, but I will definitely not be anywhere on Sunday. This has already been scheduled, predetermined. I put my request in with the wife. We're good to go. I'm cleared. And
Yeah,
then
bro. You still
Bethesda.
gonna make that trip to Ross?
No, I'm
Both
good.
shows, TJ. You gotta be there for both shows on Sunday. Microsoft
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna
Bethesda.
try really hard for Bethesda.
That's later at
Really
night.
hard for them. I might be cooking during that time frame, but I'll definitely be there. And then Monday, Square Enix is first, followed by Ubisoft, then the PC Gaming Show, and then Sony later that night. And then on Tuesday, to close the show, we have Nintendo doing their video
Yeah, the
conference,
video thing. Yeah.
whatever there is, the
Uh,
fuck they're doing, like whatever. So I mean, we don't have a lot of publishers doing their own thing. So
They're about to
I
drop
mean,
that. About to drop that new Pokemon on your ass. Yeah.
which one? Pikachu and Eevee? That's what I saw on the
Hey, you
Googles.
Pikachu. Hey, you Pikachu. Hey, you. Or is it Hello Pikachu? Or it's some of that nature. It's gonna be dope though.
Bless you. I'm guessing, man. I
And
mean,
you're gonna
that's
end up buying you're gonna end up buying a Nintendo Switch for your daughter because she's gonna want to play it, and you're gonna end up with a Nintendo Switch. And I keep telling you this, and you can dread it, you can run from it, But no matter what, destiny awaits, man. And that's from my boy Thanos. You know what I'm saying? You
Don't
gonna
be
end up
snapping your
with a
fingers.
switch. You gonna end up with a switch
If I end
come
up with the Switch,
November.
you guys might
You're
lose me
gonna
for a
end
while
up with
because
one.
I love laying on the couch with something handheld in my hands and just going nuts on it. Having YouTube on the TV or something else and just hanging out. That's why I can't buy it
You're
because I'd be stuck with it. I'd just be hooked to it probably.
you're probably right. I'll buy it at the pawn shop when it's like $70 in about a
That's
year and
not
a
But
gonna
half.
anyway,
happen.
TJ,
You're
you're
gonna
gonna make
buy
the Bethesda
one.
show, man.
I'll
You're
be
gonna
there.
buy
I know I talk
one.
a lot of trash, but I'll be there.
Yeah, that's
You're gonna
8:30 at
have
night.
one.
You'll be there.
Tim, did you go out and get your ugly Anderson High School PlayStation today?
Uh, no, sir, I didn't. But they still have quite a few. They only sold two. So
I wonder why. I wonder why they have.
because people don't know. If people knew, I think they would like actually go out and buy. But I don't think people. I haven't seen a Days of PlayStation like commercial or any advertisements for it. And I'm on the internet constantly, and I haven't seen
Why?
anything
Why would you buy a PlayStation right
because
now?
I'm a console whore and I like the way things look, and I want shiny new things. If they had a new Xbox, I'd be buying a new Xbox, but they don't. They have a new PlayStation.
Mm. All right, I'm gonna leave right there. I'm not gonna get into TJism on you.
No,
Anybody check out the
you could do that.
PlayStation sales online? Anything? We see anything?
Not anything that made me
Anything?
want to buy on the PlayStation.
Yeah, no,
Nothing, Hawk.
No Man's Sky.
Who the
There's
hell
that
wants
you got.
that?
You
I
just
did.
made my point for me. Why in the hell would you want to buy a blue and gold PlayStation for what? For what?
Well, I just told you I'm a console whore. This is not
I
something that
know,
you
I know,
don't
I
know.
know,
I've been doing
I
this
know.
for years.
So, I think I'm gonna play a little bit of State of Decay tonight, and then starting tomorrow, after the EA show, I am going to play through um the rest of The Last of Us, so I can just really find
What?
out what's really going on here. What is all
Oh yeah,
this
they'll
hype
show that.
about this
Yeah, they'll show
game?
that. They'll show the next one, the
I
second
think
one.
they dropped the trailer today. Honestly, I didn't look at it because, um, and I
They need to
kind of have,
stop dropping shit early.
I kind of want to get some stuff off my chest in regards
The
to
quiet
E3.
before the storm.
I kind of want to
Go
get the,
ahead, sir.
okay, okay. I didn't expect you to be like that, like to be like, just go ahead. But I'm I'm gonna need people, especially you nerds out there, to
That's offensive. He doesn't mean that. You
no,
well educated gentlemen out there.
no, you fucking nerds out there, to stop spoiling shit. Like, just let us
Wait, wait.
have. Listen,
Um,
I
Let me
don't
say
give. I
this.
don't.
Let me say this, and then I'll let you keep going. You understand in a way we are kind of batched in with the nerds. I mean, I
Nerds,
walk ar-
Twitter,
I
social
I walk
media.
around with chanclas and a freaking Lion King Simba shirt on some days. I mean, I just don't care, bruh.
I don't
And
care what you walk around
what?
in. I don't. I
Let's
give
just
two shits.
when you saw me at work, what kind of socks did I have on today? Come on.
Black Panther socks.
Okay, that's all right. Nigga, I'll let you finish.
Okay, so I just I want all you nerds out there, all you people that like to leak shit, just for once, just 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 let us have E3, okay? Let these developers, some of these developers out here have been working on one game for God knows how long. And then one of you little fucktards go out there and you look through the source codes of a web page, you pull up the symbol for Hitman 2, and then you leak it. Like, god damn it, dude. Just do you remember when we could just watch E3? Do you remember when they announced the Xbox One? Or when they announced the new Xbox, we had no idea that they were going to do it. We kind of had a rumor, but it wasn't like
There
it,
wasn't
it was
pictures on the
so
internet.
yeah, there wasn't pictures on the internet, there were no source codes, there wasn't people going through freaking Microsoft websites trying to hack the codes, and like no, it was none of that. It was just like rumor has it that they may reveal their new Xbox. We don't know. That rumor had been going on for at least 3 years before they finally made that release. So it's just like let people have things. You know what I mean? Quit spoiling shit for people. Like that shit sucks, dude. Like I know all of the games that are coming out. We know them. Because of Walmart, because the WB, they made a bonehead mistake and they put what they were going to be revealing on their website for everybody to see. But
Which is
it's still just the fact that like I just want to be shocked when I watch this
what
stuff coming up next week. Like
what what what
I just don't want to know until I watch something.
what is the WB doing? I'm curious now that you said something.
Oh, the WB, they leaked the Hitman 2 thing. Oh, so did Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft. They sent out decals. They sent out little keychains with the decal of the next Assassin's Creed on it, and it showed a Roman helmet. Like, come
Mhm.
on, man. Like, you can't be that damn stupid.
Onyx, you want to chime in on that?
Yeah, things like,
It
I mean,
sounds like
and
it
then
sounds like you guys are taking the the gamer son approach. He doesn't want to see nothing.
It's not
Beta
that I.
hating.
It's just like don't leak
and then
everything.
and then they'll just drop the trailer. I'd be like, okay, so then we're gonna see the same thing during the show, which is kind of like, wait, all right,
It's
but
like, but why leak everything? Like everything, bro. We know every major game that's coming out. We know it all. We know it all. They leaked it two
Nah,
weeks early.
I don't. I don't
Go look
know.
at
I
the
don't
Walmart
know.
ad. Go look at the Walmart ad.
that one was a
That
big one.
leaked everything.
Not everything. Some things, but
No, every
I
major
don't know.
title, bro. I already know that there's a Gears of War 5. I already know that there's a Rage 2. We already know that there's gonna be like X amount of games. We already know this because people
I
keep
think if you
leaking stuff.
if you pay close enough attention to this to the pub even the sale we went over yesterday, if you pay close enough attention, I think the 6 weeks leading up to E3, if you watch the sales, I think you can kind of see what games are going to be released. And so I say that. I mean, if one of you guys got your Xbox up, you can pull up the sale and just kind of look at those games, right? And my thought
I don't think
process, it'd be smart marketing, right? You put the games on sale that that you'll see a sequel for to get the people buzzing about those games. Oh, look at what we're talking about. Look what we talked about yesterday. The Just Cause game being a fantastic deal, right? $9. You bought the
yeah.
standard edition for 6, and so look what that gets you playing that game. And look, on Sunday we'll get the reveal for the next game. You see where I'm going with this here?
Yeah, but I also believe that that
It's
was
not
also
all
one of
the
the Walmart
games.
leaks.
It's not all the games, but it's some of the games that they put on sale. I think tend to give you a hint of what we're about to see. So
You know what's
look
crazy?
at your
Nintendo
sales,
doesn't have
and they
this
could tell
thing.
you.
Nintendo doesn't have these problems. I wonder
Of
why.
course not. We know what's coming from them. We know what's coming from them. We got the Mario's of the world, the Zeldas. What else?
About to get new Smash Brothers.
Smash
Smash Brothers for the
Brothers.
Switch.
I mean, do I have Metroid, Star Fox? I mean, I don't think they ever really do mm, anything new. To be honest with you, man, that's why I mean, I don't hate Nintendo, but it's not something that I can really sit here and be excited about.
Nintendo's
That's
gonna
all.
get some of
Listen,
them
I
risque
don't I
games.
don't I don't play Metroid. I just really started playing Zelda because Zelda actually this last title was actually pretty good and it was a very, very, very well put together game. It is really hard, but I enjoy it. But I mean, I will probably never ever play Star Fox. I know that's blasphemy to a lot of people out there, but
Well,
this
listen, I
guy
mean,
is
if
my
they put
favorite.
out Smash Brothers,
I'll
uh,
get down with
Smash
Smash
Brothers is
Brothers.
awesome, dude.
or
Yeah,
if they drop
that's fun, man.
Metroid, it's fucking over for any other game. You know, State of Decay, my game of the year, will not be game of the year. God of War definitely won't be a game of the year. If they drop Smash Bros, it's a wrap. But I'm
Well, we
not a
already know they
Smash
dropped the
Brothers
Smash Brothers.
fan. I'm not a fan of Smash Brothers. I'm not a fan of Metroid. I'm not a fan of. I didn't even play the Mario game. I mean, I've been there, done that.
The Mario game was good.
The only game that kind of makes me want to buy a Switch is Zelda, but I'm not about to pay $400 just to play Zelda. I just refuse to do that, sir.
It's not $400, sir. It's 300.
Whatever it is, I just can't picture myself doing it just to play one game. So I don't know. I don't know. I think we gotta, maybe here in the next 5 minutes when we're online, we can look at some of those sales, and kind of maybe get a better idea of what we think may be coming. I know we talked about quite a bit here. It looks like hour and 25 minutes or something like that. We've been going at it. I just don't think. I don't. I mean, I guess whatever you want to call me, video game terrorist. I think I'll feel the same way I felt last year.
You're one of
I'll
them
sit
Sega
there
people.
and
We're sick. We gotta cure you.
last year, I was kind of about Sea of Thieves. I was excited about State of Decay because I knew how great the first game was. Crackdown, I'm still excited about, even though we're not getting that till 2019. Um,
Yeah.
I haven't really.
If we get it
I
in
didn't
2019,
finish. I didn't finish. What's my dooley? The Last of Us. So I'll go back and play that. Try to play some of that this weekend just to see what all the craze is about. I finished God of War. I gotta finish Horizon Zero Dawn, but that's gonna be a tough task, man. With State of Decay sitting on the back burner, I'm gonna
I
have to
got
move
a
that up to
bold
the front burner.
prediction. I got a bold prediction, and you ain't gonna like it, but I'm gonna make it. And I think I believe Onyx might even believe might actually agree with me. Before Crackdown 3 comes out, there will be a revised version of the Xbox One X to drop
Hmm?
before we get Crackdown 3.
Aren't we already talking about this generation being over and talking about the next Xbox?
Well,
Right?
no,
Because you
that's
got
that's Sony.
PlayStation 5 on the
That's
horizon, right?
that's
And
that's
so
that's that's Sony.
when they release that, that's supposed to be the end of that. That marks the end of this generation. And so the next Xbox, which is already being worked on, will be released at the same time the PlayStation 5's release, and we're talking about a new generation.
This
So
will
are
be
you
the
thinking they're
shortest.
trying to hold on? No, not really. I
This will be one
mean,
of the shortest cycles that I remember.
it just feels like that, but I don't think so. What?
Four
When
years?
has it been 4 years? I thought we were like 5 or 6 in.
No, we're at four.
Man, I don't know.
I don't know.
We're at four.
Oh, 4 years?
We're at 4 years, my man. This will be one of the like shortest video game cycles that I can remember. Like seriously.
Iron Chef.
I mean, I'm looking. I'm looking, and my internet's moving super slow motion.
I'm telling you. Look at when the Xbox came out. 2014.
The last official figure was released in November 2014.
Look at when the PlayStation came out.
Oh wait, no. On November 22nd, 2013, Microsoft confirmed that it had sold 1 million Xbox One consoles within its first 24 hours. Oh, okay. So are we saying 2013?
I guess 2013. But I mean, it still hasn't been 5 years yet, so it's technically four. I mean, it's
Four and some
anniversary date.
change. But no,
Four and some change.
no, you're not going to see it that fast. We're talking 2020 before we see the next console. It's not right. So they're not talking about PlayStation 5 this E3. So they'll announce it the next one. So then that puts us at 2020 before we see that,
I
or the
mean, but
tail end of
we're still
2019.
we're still talking 2020 though. Like that's just 7 years.
Well, six. 6. I mean, how long did the 360 last?
10.
Okay, well, I mean, technology is greater than it was then. We're a much more efficient world than we were back then. I don't know. I mean, I don't think they'll push it back that far. I think they have bigger and better things in the works with that. You know, the four times A studio, the quadruple A studio that they just put a lot of money into. So
Mhm.
I will definitely get to hear something about that. I mean, they're the first company to do something like that. So, I mean, we'll see, man. I mean, we got a lot to be excited about. I know we're kind of mellow. I think we're saving the energy for tomorrow. Come on, EA, set the tone. I'm ready to see
They
some
got
shit
you.
from Anthem.
They have
I
to
mean,
with
super
Anthem.
excited.
They have
But
to.
Onyx just hurt my feelings. I'm not gonna lie when he said 2019. Is that a fact, Onyx,
For what?
for Anthem?
Yeah, I think it is 2019, isn't it? Or it's been pushed
I,
back this year to at the end of the year, but I'll bet you it's
Please,
2019.
come on, man.
I
I'll
Don't.
believe it's
bet you it
November.
is.
I
Like,
believe it's
remember they've had
20.
some issues with I think what is the
Microtransactions.
whoever's the writer or something like that left or some shit like that. One of them type
Oh,
things
didn't they?
happened.
They got old boy back from the original Mass Effect guy. Came back from
I
wherever
think he
he
left
was.
again. I think he left
Really?
again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He's gonna go focus on writing books. If I'm not
Here's the
mistaken,
latest.
that was his
Yeah, the
his
latest
latest
deal
endeavor.
here has well, yeah. There's quite a few confirmations here. Anthem's release date, this and that. One day ago, one day ago, one day ago. Even in May 9th,
2019.
Anthem will release in March of 2019. Let's see what they said one day ago. Bloop.
Everything's fucking leaking, dog.
Anthem will not be releasing until 2019. Confirmed. Yep. During the financial briefing, they confirmed a March 2019 release date.
That's
Boo.
smart. That's smart. That's
Veterans
smart.
keep leaving. Boo.
I'm gonna tell you why that's smart. That's smart because that's going to be right at the end of the year for EA's fiscal year, and all the money that they're putting into Anthem, all the manpower and all the man hours that they're putting into it, they're going to need to make up that money, and they're going to need to make up that money quick.
Yeah,
Here
they
come the
they
And
actually
micros.
they did this news. They released this news last month, dude.
Here come the micros. Thank you,
I don't
Star
think it's
Wars
Anthem.
Battlefront.
EA posted that it'll release March 2019 last month. They said that last month.
Mm.
there might be a beta. There'll be a beta. I'm pretty sure there'll be a beta that you can sign up for and you can play this year. It'll probably come out August or September of this year.
Beta
Um,
hating. God
yeah,
damn it. Give me the whole
I
game.
I think that's gonna happen.
I've never been
Mm.
hated.
Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to some footage of that tomorrow, and my pipe dream NCAA, whatever version,
Oh man,
unlimited.
man, oh my gosh, that would be great.
And Dead Space, please, God, please.
You want another Dead Space?
Yes, man,
Oh,
I
okay.
do. Or even hit me. I'm with Onyx. I'll take a over the shoulder lightsaber wielding, Force Unleashed esque game. Give it to
What if
me.
they continue from the story
We'll
and
see. I mean, I
continue
bet you
with
something.
Forge?
I think that story's over, isn't it?
Is any story really ever over?
I mean, you could twist and turn and do whatever you will.
Exactly.
So, I mean, come on. I mean, that's tomorrow, fellas. Anything else you guys want to cover before we shut it down?
Man, there's so much. There's really so much that we can cover. Like, uh, I don't know. Are we gonna see a new Grand Theft Auto? Possibly. No.
Negative.
So
Nah.
we'll probably. What if we get a teaser where, like, my man Peter Moore rolled out on stage and just lifted up his shirt of his sleeve on his arm and bang, another Grand Theft Auto, and then walked off.
Negative.
No.
I
Okay.
don't know.
That
Yeah, it's
game
just.
made way too much money and is still making too much money.
It really
I
is.
think they've reached their 5 year mark though, haven't they? I mean, wasn't it? Isn't it 5 years in between those?
Yes.
Mm.
And I think we're right up on it, or really close to it. I mean,
And
fuck,
they're
that was
gonna
360,
they're
guys. That was
they're gonna
360.
they're gonna stop supporting that game eventually. There are. I don't think there's any more. I think later on this year they're gonna stop pushing content to the game.
I don't know.
Yeah,
So
they
I
have
don't
to
know
stop.
about
I
another
mean,
GTA.
Red Dead Redemption is not going to affect GTA Online at all, but the new
no, it's gonna
GTA
still be
will
very
affect the
strong.
GTA Online. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That they got to be. I mean, even though, yeah, I think they are doing something. I'm sure because it is about. I mean, that was 360 when that one when five came out. It was
We got a
360.
port and they still bought it and they still
Yeah.
went hard.
Yep. Yep. That's exactly right.
We got a
Technology.
freaking port. And it's still one of the top. Do you realize that last year that this game was sold at number five? Number five. We talked about that. Number
That's right.
five of the top selling games of the year.
Well, every time they do one of those crazy add-ons, I mean, it probably jumps up to number one or two. What was the last one? Do we know what the last one was?
It was
Uh,
the facilities with the new story, super good or super story heist.
yeah, yeah, that was it. They just keep dumping stuff, and people keep eating it.
I'm on the Microsoft. I'm trying to get into the Microsoft store right now on the laptop. I'm trying to check out and see what they got, but
That Jurassic Park game should be pretty
I'm not.
good
I'm not seeing nothing here.
for the base builders.
You think
Yeah, they
so?
they talked about that. They talked about that last show, and we hadn't seen
Yeah, I mean
anything
it comes
from
out
it.
I think in like a couple weeks. Uh, whatchamacallit? I mean that's made by Frontier, who makes Elite Dangerous, and but before that, like all the roller coaster tycoons, all the real successful ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they got a lot of knowledge behind this type of stuff. A lot.
Mm.
See when does this
Any
come out?
chance we see a new Titanfall tomorrow?
No, Titanfall
No,
got swallowed up, dude, by whatchamacallit again.
by
Activision.
Battlefield.
No,
Oh yeah, that's
Activision.
right. That's
Yeah,
right. Respawn got paid up. Yep,
yep. They left
that's
Call of
it.
Duty and now they're back to it. Got swallowed up again.
Didn't they sell the Titanfall to EA?
I don't know, but either way, that's a lost cause. It is. It's just gone. Jurassic World Evolution comes out 6/11. That's what, 2 days?
Wow.
Or this Tuesday? Yeah, it comes out next week.
Yeah.
EA confirms a new game in development.
Ooh, was it NHL
Titanfall
18-19?
3. No. Titanfall 3. EA confirms a new game in development.
No, it's not gonna. No
Show me
way.
something. Show me
No
something, EA.
stinking way.
Super Lucky Tales 2.
Like you
Oh,
can't Battlefield
okay,
5.
that's it.
You can't compete between Battlefield and Call of Duty. You can't throw out your first person shooter and be like, "Hey, we're good." No, nothing else really stands. Nothing stands up to these guys.
Why
Even
EA's
though the next,
respawn buyout is
even though the
mostly good
next, the next
news.
Call of Duty is fucking Battle Royale.
Blah, 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 blah. Jesus.
It just depends how it is. Like when Fortnite does the 50 versus 50, I love that. Goodness, I love
But
that.
it's only 4v4, brother.
No, when they do the 50 versus 50 event,
No,
when
no,
there's
no. I'm talking
50 of
about
you
in
versus 50
no,
of them.
I'm talking about in Black Ops.
Oh, Black Ops, yeah.
The main multiplayer is only 4v4.
Yeah, yeah. Gals never used
So
that. Battlefield, I
how
was
much
always a
of
Battlefield player.
a battle royale can you do? Good night. You can't even put 20 people in a room together. Like, what's up with that?
It gets addicting.
So,
Fortnite, PUBG, but then, as far as them war ones, like I said, I like it. I play Fortnite when the 50 versus 50 is going because I like that.
Yeah,
That they all meet. There,
you
you're forced
said
to meet in
that
a small circle, and it gets nuts.
you've kicked about that pretty hardcore these last couple of weeks, man. So
Yeah,
I haven't
it's
I
when
haven't
they
played
do it.
50
Yeah,
versus 50.
mm,
yeah, because you each start on each side of the map, but then you got like 5 minutes to gear up, and then you are meeting in this small circle, like somewhere in the middle of the map, and then there
Yep.
it is. It's battle time. It gets crazy. It
let's
gets
get it
cool.
on. We don't care about what?
EA could give us
Battlefield
a new
5, baby.
SSX title.
Boo.
The Incredible
But
Hulk.
it's gotta be
They'll be
it's
ahead.
gotta be there for somebody, right? It is what it is. I don't know, fellas. I think that's it for us, man. I'm about to go get me a Whataburger because I'm starving, and pop open an adult beverage
With you some
and
taquitos.
I like a
fire up
small
my
burger.
Xbox because I
Madrinas.
haven't got to touch on it at all this week. I don't think. And yeah, I don't know what's up with you, fellas. What we got going on? Tim Wayne, you want to go first?
I might continue to play some Fight Night Champion. My hand cramped up a little earlier because I haven't played it in a while. But I actually just downloaded Hitman I bought the
All
entire
the episodes.
I bought the entire episodes while we were on the podcast. I just said, this looks pretty good. Bought it. So that's like 5 games in like a week that I didn't buy. I didn't spend about $30, man, or about $35 and got decent titles, man. Like I said, I got Just Cause for $6, Just Cause 3, $6, Daces or Deuces X for $6. Or no, I'm sorry, $5. I bought Dead Island Riptide. Uh, I caught Gears of War 2, I believe, for $5. I also picked up the Hitman, so I've installed that. And I bought Fight Night Champion last night for $9. So I've put in some work, and I've bought a couple of titles. I'm really excited about that. Um, so I'm building up my digital library, which I'm happy about. It may not be like super big titles, but it's something that I know that if I want to just try something different or play something different, I know it'll keep me occupied.
Hey, that's dope. Because some of these fellas out here tell it Xbox ain't got no games, but it is what it
Yeah,
is.
that's not
My
true,
man,
man.
Hawkonix, hashtag change that gamer tag back, sir. What we got going
Hashtag.
for this weekend
What's
besides,
the question?
the obvious?
That's all I'm looking forward to. I've been looking forward to this because
Since
it's
last year.
fun. Yes, it's like because it's just fun. It's like an event,
Yeah,
I turn it
it's a
up
good
really
time.
loud. Yeah, it's just
Turn this
fun.
around on. I hope it isn't as lame as last year was. I mean, I don't know.
Last
I
year
don't want to
was
be.
under.
I don't want
What was
to
the
be a
Horizon
video game
Zone?
tourist, but I don't know. I've got the gamer chair cleaned up. Going to probably do burgers on Sunday, so it could all be grilled up and ready to go for everybody. But yeah, I'm right there with you, man. Super excited about tomorrow. Everything kicks off. Everybody get pumped up. We'll
Yeah,
be partied up. If you'd like to join us, send us a message. If you enjoy what you heard here tonight, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that little bell. Also hit the thumbs up. I know we don't have a lot of people watching us live. We do it kind of late, but if you take the time out to listen to a couple of knuckleheads, chat it up, a couple of good friends, chat it up, and make fun of each other a little bit and talk about what we love is gaming. Um, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up, and share it with someone else. Give us some love. We're always trying to get better. We are always trying to do shows, but we do have work outside of this, so bear with us. I don't want to hit you with a lot of excuses, but we appreciate it. And if you would just do this one thing for us, remember the dream is free and the hustle is sold separately. Thanks again for joining us, and we are out this mug.
see you.